This is not just another sports car review. This is the closing chapter of a legend, the final full stop at the end of a name that shaped generations of car culture. What you are looking at is the 2026 Toyota GR Supra MK5 Final Edition, the last Supra of this era. And the real question is simple. When everything is on the line, does this final Supra actually perform better than the Nissan Z NISMO? Stay with me, because the answer is not where most people think it is. And before we get deep into the details, make sure you support the Next Gear channel by hitting like. It helps more than you realize. When the MK5 Supra was first revealed years ago, people were furious. There were protests, angry comments, and endless arguments about purity and partnerships. Fast forward to today, and something interesting has happened. The noise faded. The driving experience spoke louder. And now, as this platform reaches its final year, Toyota has refined it into something far sharper than it ever was at launch. This final edition is not about flashy horsepower numbers. It is about feel, precision, and confidence. Right away, the stance tells you something changed. Limited colors are offered, and this deep red finish paired with black accents feels deliberate, not decorative. Up front, the Supra keeps its aggressive LED lighting and low nose, but the aero has been subtly reworked. The additional front aero piece looks simple, almost too simple, but it serves a purpose. This car runs extra negative camber at the front, which means the tires bite harder when cornering, especially under load. The trade-off is visual drama versus mechanical grip, and Toyota clearly chose grip. Fake vents still exist, and yes, that is frustrating at this price point. But once the road starts twisting, complaints fade very quickly. The wheels are forged aluminum, lighter and stronger than standard cast designs. Behind them sit larger front brake rotors, now 14.7 inches instead of 13.7. That single inch makes a massive difference when braking hard, repeatedly, without upsetting the chassis. The suspension is where the final edition truly separates itself. Adaptive dampers are retuned specifically for this setup, paired with thicker anti-roll bars and additional chassis bracing underneath. This car is not built for drag strip glory. It is built to live in corners. Down the side, the proportions still look right. Short wheelbase, wide hips, and a roofline that screams sports car instead of grand tourer. Carbon fiber mirror caps remind you this is not a standard Supra. Out back, the rear tires are wider. The electronic limited slip differential has been recalibrated, and the carbon fiber trunk spoiler adds real stability without resorting to nostalgia gimmicks. The diffuser looks like it belongs on a prototype racer, not a street car pretending to be one. Under the hood, expectations need to be reset. There is no extra horsepower here. The 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six produces 382 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque. You can choose between a manual or an 8-speed automatic. 0 to 60 comes in at about 3.6 seconds, with a top speed around 160 miles per hour. On paper, the Nissan Z NISMO wins the power war. On the road, that advantage matters far less than you think. Inside, honesty is required. This does not feel radically different from a regular MK5 Supra. The materials are solid. The seats are supportive with Alcantara and special stitching, and the red seatbelts add a sense of drama. But at nearly $70,000, you expect more uniqueness. The infotainment system is familiar BMW-based software. It works well, responds quickly, and stays out of your way. The driving position is tight, focused, and unapologetically cockpit-like. Visibility is not great, and the Z NISMO does this better. Cabin space is limited as well. Again, the Nissan wins here. But once you move, everything changes. Throttle response is immediate. Turn-in is sharper than any Supra before it. The front end grips with authority, communicating exactly how much traction is available. The retuned differential allows power to exit corners cleanly, predictably, and aggressively. This car feels planted in a way the Z NISMO does not. The Nissan is powerful and dramatic. The Supra is calm, calculated, and faster where it matters. Braking is outstanding. The larger rotors shed speed quickly without destabilizing the car. You can brake later, trail brake deeper, and still rotate smoothly. The suspension absorbs imperfections without becoming harsh. This is a precision instrument, not a blunt object. Yes, the pumped-in engine sound is still here, and it remains unnecessary. The real exhaust already sounds good. Artificial noise adds nothing. But strip that away, and what remains is one of the most confidence-inspiring sports cars you can drive at this price. Through tight corners, through fast transitions, and during hard braking zones, the Supra feels evolved, complete, and finished. The Nissan Z NISMO is exciting, but the Supra Final Edition feels engineered, and that is the difference. If you want straight-line drama and a more spacious cabin, the Z NISMO makes sense. If you want a driver's car that rewards skill, precision, and trust, this Supra stands taller. Once this car is gone, it will not come back. And history tells us what happens next. People realize too late what they lost. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the Next Gear channel for more honest, performance-focused content, and tell me this in the comments. If you had the money today, would you choose the Supra Final Edition or the Nissan Z NISMO?